Many great stories have a beginning, middle, and end. You'll hear about people that are living life as they wish to. They then come across trials and tribulations, which they then begin to heal and overcome, and then live happily ever after. These are great stories to tell. Great filmmakers and directors have based movies around this concept, and great books have been made to be read and written around similar experiences too. Now, my story isn't all that different, but I hope the way I have dealt, and I'm still dealing with my downfalls, that someone who is listening is able to become inspired and overcome their own trials. Now, I won't actually complain about my upbringing, because my parents did their very best in raising my brother and I up. But my life changed for the worst when I decided to change into a new primary school in year 6, and I was surrounded by a very unfamiliar environment. And I was surrounded by people that I did not know. And my body, on its own accord, without confirming with me or telling me, decided to hit puberty. And I started to grow bodily hair. Now, hair for me wasn't actually an issue, because being brought up, my family and my parents told me, you do not shave your arm and leg hair, you do not thread your eyebrows, and you do not trim your head hair. So I used to waltz around school with hairy arms and legs without a care in the world, until a group of girls and boys decided that it was okay to approach me and shout out, "Oh my God, Harnaam's got a moustache." And that's when the bullying started. Now, I need to let it known that young children are not brought up, or they're not brought up by knowing what a body should or should not look like, or where a hair should or should not be. As we grow older, we conform to society and the beauty standards that are set. We are then labeled, molded, and shaped and put into boxes, and we become people that we authentically are not. Now, I was tormented from primary school, and those same bullies then entered my secondary school. And from 8:15 a.m. to 3:15 p.m., Monday to Friday, from the start of an academic year to the end of the academic year, I was tormented. This is enough to bring down a grown adult, and I was an innocent, defenseless young child. And because I was bullied throughout my whole of my educational years, I was depressed. I used to have anxiety attacks and panic attacks in school. I was suicidal and I self-harmed because I hated the way my body looked, and I felt as if my life, or this world even, would be better off without me residing in it. I was so confused in the way in which my body was shaping, because no women in the magazines that I was reading or on TV, the women that I saw on TV, they did not look like me. None of them had bodily hair. And even the young girls in my class, looking at them, I thought, I don't look like them. Why? So as a confused young girl, I went to the doctors, and the nurses conducted blood tests and various ultrasound scans on my ovaries. And when the doctors gained the results, they said, "You have polycystic ovary syndrome." I looked at them and I said, "What's that?" Because again, no one in the media spoke about this condition, so I thought I was dying of a very rare condition. When I grew up, the more I matured, and I did my own research, and I realized that 1 in 5 women have this condition. And that it's a condition where the ovaries, it affects how the ovaries work. The ovaries do not release eggs, or find it difficulty to release eggs due to the amount of cysts that are on them. We face side effects such as infertility, irregular periods, excess of androgens in our bodies, which means we grow bodily hair. I finally found my reason. Alopecia, which is hair loss. Excess of oils in our skin, which causes acne, weight gain, weight loss, diabetes. This is what I was faced with. Not only does polycystic ovary syndrome affect the way in which a woman's body is formed or looks or shaped, it also affects our emotional and mental states too. Now, after many attempts to end my life in school and at home, I decided to just take the plunge at the age of 16 to just embrace my facial hair. Previously, for many, many years, I was shaving, using hair removal creams, waxing, plucking, threading, only to conform to society's standards as a young girl, or to please other people's eyes, or to look pretty for the eyes of others. I changed myself because of the judgments that were put on me by other people. Can you hear how I keep saying other people and not for me? So I thought to myself, your bullies and oppressors are out there living life as they wish to. They are happy, they are socializing, they are with their friends. And you're sat at home depressed as a suicidal young girl on your bed, looking out of the window, wanting to be as free as a bird and as liberated as a bird that you can see flying by. How was that fair? So I decided you are going to live life for yourself, regardless of what people say to you, regardless of their opinions and their judgments, regardless of what the media tells you what a woman should look like. So I grasped hold of my life, and I realized that happiness is not a destination, and that it's not a medal that you attain after going through certain hardships and hurdles. It's actually a journey that you go through for yourself, regardless of what life throws at you. Because you are valuable. You are worthy of that happiness, regardless of the turmoils that you go through, regardless of what life throws at you. I live by a rule: my body, my rules. So I tell myself that if I wish to remove my hair, I will do so. If I want to get piercings and tattoos, I will do so. If I wish to keep my beard, my body, my rules. My beard I have kept for over 10 years. This summer will mark 11 years. I am very proud. I call her Sundari, which means beautiful or beauty, and the name actually originates from Sanskrit. And I realized that my life wouldn't be as easy as love yourself and you'll be free. Because trust me, I am still discriminated against. I still faced ostracization in society. But again, I told myself, if you want to be different, if you want to look different, if you want to be diverse, you want to be unique and be the niche in society, you have to endure everything that life throws at you. You have to be strong. You have no choice but to be resilient, because this world can be harsh. You're living life for others. You're living life to become a life coach, to show people how they can embrace their bodies regardless of what they look like. So I started to share my story as an activist, and I raised awareness about bullying and the effects of bullying in school. I raised awareness about polycystic ovary syndrome. I pride myself as a body confidence activist because we are made to feel ashamed of our bodies. Yes, we consume food, but we forget that our eyes also consume images. And what you see on media, billboards, advertisements, TV, that's what we register. And right now, there's only one type of body shape and size and color that's portrayed on TV. And the more we see that one type, we wish to attain that body ideal. And we forget that 99% of images that are plastered everywhere, online and on TV, have been photoshopped and altered in some way, shape, or form. Now, I will not stand here and shame that type of body, because that's okay. The issue comes when one type of body is portrayed as the body to have, and everyone else's is shameful. We are all made perfectly. We are all made great. We are all made here. We all have a purpose, each and every one of us. A woman with PCOS can have difficulty in embracing their bodies just because of how this condition alters and changes our physical appearance. So I decided to stand up as a woman of color, someone that is strong, empowered, that has a beard and a turban, a multifaceted woman, to show people that you can love yourself regardless of what you look like, and you yourself, you deserve to be celebrated, and no one should take you down. No one has the right to bring you down. So I used my platform to show people the greatness that is self-love. Now, I travel with my platform or my business or company called Treasures Within, and we host events in and around England to do exactly that. Show people how you can love yourself, become more body confident, how you can raise your self-esteem. We raise awareness about current issues that are happening in society. We go into schools to talk about the effects of bullying and how it can really break down people, and how not only bullying can affect our childhoods, but our adulthoods too. Now, having gone through the journey of self-love, I can honestly say that no one else is more deserving of your love than you. You can search this whole world, this whole universe, and there is no one else out there that needs your love as much as you need it. Embrace it. Having gone through many depressive times and being a young, broken girl, I used positive affirmations, and they were so powerful to me because when I was broken, they really helped pick me up. And trust me, I've had many broken times, but I realized that once you've hit rock bottom, you can't go any further down. You can't go any lower. You've already hit rock bottom. So what can you do? You build yourself up more powerful than before, and you build yourself up how you want to. You shape your life how you want to. Now, I actually want to do an activity here really quickly, and we are going to say these affirmations. So when I recite one, I would love for you to shout it back to me. I hope that's okay. So I'm going to start with, and everyone please repeat after me, I am powerful. I am valuable. Now, I have to say, I want to hear you a little bit louder. These aren't words that I got from a book to come and share to, give to you and share with you. These words actually made me. And these words actually picked me up. So I'm going to start again. We are valuable. We are powerful. We are unique. We are strong. And I am me. Now, as individuals, we are not made to be inadequate. We are not made to be normal. We're not born to be regular. We all have a purpose, and we have aspects inside of us that this society needs to be unique. Don't let anyone change who you are. Don't let anyone alter you. Be your authentic self. You are made to be powerful, and we are all connected. We are all connected. You should have the ultimate goal to attain your destiny and walk on the path of happiness regardless of what you're faced with. Now, people often ask me, well, you're a good person. Why do bad things happen to you? I bet we all ask ourselves this question. Why do bad things happen to good people? And I realize that it's because I have to be a testimony on this earth. We have to be a testimony on this earth so people that are going through hard times can hear our stories, be motivated and inspired by them, and then overcome their own hurdles. If you are going through pain, go through that pain. And on the other side of your fears are your strengths. The way we can win at life is by embracing our losses. So being broken or hitting rock bottom is not something to be ashamed of. It's the most powerful thing that can happen to you, because then you get to rebuild and reshape your life. Now, I would like to say that my life has been difficult, it's been hard, but I stand here as a woman that's gone through many trials and tribulations, and trust me, I appreciate my life so much. And I want to tell you to take control of what you have. Everything that you wish to attain is within your power, it's within your reach, and it's within you. Don't let anyone stop you from living in your purpose and from attaining your destiny. Thank you.